A very good morning to one and all. So, this is Vijay Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, MIT Muzaffarpur. So, after a very long time, I am taking the class for disaster preparedness and planning. So, in this section, today we will see the introduction about the disaster preparedness and planning, and our main aim is that we will focus on how it is more important for us as civil engineering. Means what skill or what type of amenities we can use as a civil engineer in case of any disasters. In coming classes and in further slides, we will see how many types of disaster may happen. It may be natural or man-made. As of right now, we all are having the COVID-19 scenario. Okay, so we can observe or we can think that how a disaster can be defined and how any type of disaster affect our life, our economy, and our society. So there are so many factors, including some other factors also, which affect the our our conditions. Okay, so basically in this section we will see what type of disasters we have to tackle with the engineering skill, and what type of what kind of guidelines we have already prepared to overcome the disasters effect. So that is the preparedness. Means before any disaster we make them we make have to we have to make prepared before any disasters, and accordingly we plan that in what type of condition, in what area, for what type of disaster we have to propagate our preparedness plan. So basically this is the very fundamental regarding the disaster preparedness and planning. So in introduction class, as of you already know that we have already defined our course outcomes for any subject. So the course outcome for this subject is that before that I would like to say that the whole section is divided into 5 modules, and in the first modules we have to study only the basic terminology regarding the disaster preparedness and planning. Then we will see the what type of disasters actually happened in across the world, and we will focus on the disaster scenario in India and some case studies. Okay, then we will see the what are the impacts of the disasters in our environment, physical, society, ecological, economy, and political, etc. Then we will very important sections called disaster risk reduction. We will see how we can reduce this disaster things. So for that we will do some management skills. So that's why I have I told earlier we have to manage the disasters with engineering skills. Okay, that's why this subject is given by the AICT in the new syllabus curriculum. Okay, then we will also see what post disasters of effect happens to the environment. Okay, then we will come to the key disasters, environment, and developments of any country or any society affect. Okay, so the whole section is divided into 5 modules. We will see one by one. uh, Okay, so first, starting the main core of this subject, we will observe some kinds of disasters, and we will observe one small clip so that we can think, we can think before any disasters, and we cannot take lightly any type of disasters. Okay, so somehow we have to keep in our mind that the can be disaster can be mitigated with our own thinking skills. Okay. So disasters may be any maybe any type of scenario like flood, earthquake. It may be a cyclonic wave or a storm, and sometimes we feel the severe attack of drought, sukhapan, then fire, and there are so many others disasters. It will affect our life. So as we know that why this disaster preparedness and planning subject is very important for undergraduate students, because as we can say for our state, for our Bihar state, Bihar is the state, it every year we suffer from the flood conditions. In each and every states and nook and corner of the state feel the severity of the flood condition. So I think all of you are very much aware about the effect of flood in your district, in your vicinity, in your areas. And earthquake is not a regular event, but this is a type of unpredictable conditions. So you might be aware that in the last 2015 there was a earthquake in the Nepal region, Bihar Nepal region, and the epicenter was lies itself on the Nepal Kathmandu region. So the severity of earthquake or seismic ground shaking also affects our life. Somehow it affects our life, and it also affects our personal conditions, our economy, and our social conditions also. So it is very important to know about the fundamentals and the cause behind any such type of event like flood and earthquake. So, as per recent last when I was in college, it was a study was performed on the occurrence of earthquake. So, it was concluded that there is a chance of more than 8 magnitude earthquake in Himalayan region. So as of now, our state is lying in the very near to the Nepal region. Okay, so as per this situation, or as per this conclusion, we need to aware all the effects and preparedness about any disasters, and proper planning to implement to uh, to save the life. So okay, some other disastrous events like cyclonic waves and extreme weather conditions. Also, it was observed that it is not important it is not important that when particular waves will occurs in our region, then it will affect our conditions, means our social condition or economical conditions. Sometimes it also happens that like earthquake or like cyclonic waves, a very far from our region, an event occurs like cyclonic waves occur in the Bay of Bengal. But because of our natural condition or our physical condition or our geophysical condition, it is affected by that occur it is affected by the something happened in the another regions. So like cyclone, our Bihar state is safe with respect to the cyclone, but when Bay of Bengal is affected by the cyclonic waves like a tsunami, definitely it will affect the near about regions. Okay, so for that also we as an engineering student, we should know about the facts कि somehow we our lives can also be affected by the some other affected regions. So and some other district of Bihar like Araria and Kishanganj and that side of area Purnia. This is also affected by the extreme weather conditions. I mean there is a high blow wind condition. Okay, that's why this is the reason in that region it was decided by the committee that in that region when we will go for that Araria and Kishanganj, you will see the low cost house concept. In the further classes we will see about the low cost housing housing plan and low cost housing preparation system, and what was the and what are the implementation was done by the government for that type of area where extreme weather conditions occurred. And drought is also a disastrous condition in which there is a scarcity of water. So our life it's has affected. And sometimes this is the building of a Patna mall. Somehow the fire was cracked in that building. So this type of conditions affects our life. Our main aim is that our main focus is that कि how we can save the lives and our economy and our society with such type of unpredictable and predictable events like fire, earthquake, cyclone, flood, extreme weather conditions. Okay, so we will focus कि how much we need to prepare and what are the factors we have to take consideration on the basis of previous occurrence of these disastrous events. Okay, so our main focus is that we will in the further classes or as a workshop or as a workout, we will do some kind of exercise we will make some kind of chart or some kind of indices to see or to observe or to analyze analyze the death rates, losses and severity condition for the different events like flood, earthquake, cyclone, fire and any other kind of pandemic. Okay, in the further classes we will see we will do some kind of exercise on the basis of previous occurrence of this type of event. So since this is a first lecture and this is an introduction class, so we will just I'm just briefing about the disastrous conditions. And again we after that, after analyzing the case as a case study for the previous events occurred in our state and across the world and across our country, on the basis of that we will make prepared to implement our planning for the forthcoming events or forthcoming disasters. Okay. Okay, so recently in the last years and again current years, we have gone through the suffering of the COVID-19 pandemic. So this is a kind of disastrous event also. Okay, and I think all of you have gone through the basics and the cause behind the coronavirus attacks, and also you might have been gone through what are the actions taken by our government and across the world. So how the COVID-19 pandemic can affect disaster preparedness and its recovery, and what you can do to keep yourself and others safe. I think all of you are knowing very well. So sometimes it was also when this type of events occurs, like plague and like COVID-19 pandemic, it also comes under the disastrous event. In the next class, in the further class, we will see what type of event comes under the disastrous event. Okay. Okay, now come to the curriculum designed for this subject of the disaster preparedness and planning. So the whole syllabus is divided into 5 modules, and for this subject, our overall focus is to provide the broad understanding about the different terminology and the basics, introduction and concept of the disaster management, its preparedness, and the recovery, and its planning. So as I told that we have to see as a civil engineer what steps we have to follow regarding the disasters preparedness and its planning. And again we will see along with the given module ki what are the different types of disasters. It may be natural disasters, or it may be different man-made disasters. So the basic is that to understand the disasters, there are so many terminology associated with the disasters, like hazard, vulnerability, frequency, capacity, mitigation, risk. So for this course, our objective is that our objectives will be to understand the basic concepts and terminology associated with the disasters management, and what are the categories of this of the different types of disasters, and also we have to understand the challenges posed by the disasters, and finally the impact of disasters on our different sector or different section of the society. Okay. So we have discussed about the objectives of the these subjects. Okay, what our objectives will be very clear: to understand the basic concepts in disasters management, its terminology associated with the disaster management, because to clearly understand the phenomena, cause, reason behind the disasters, and what action we can take after disasters, means post disasters phenomena, and before disasters, what kind of preparedness and planning we have to perform. Okay. So our course outcomes will be, course outcome is basically a term which will be known to you after completion of this course. And objective is means this objective means these parameters or these following objectives we have to understand using we have to learn, or we have to learn during the completion of the course. And course outcome is that after completion of course, what should you know after completion of this course, what you have to know after the getting the completion of this any subject. So we have designed the course outcomes as a six in different six portion. So our first course outcomes will be able to understand terminology associated with, like that we have given the 6 course outcomes, and this course outcome is associated with the different engineering graduate sections. I think all of you have all of you might all of you have aware that about the program outcomes. I mean, after getting the BTech degree, what quality you should have. So for that, we have given we have mapped the different course outcomes with the different program outcomes. Okay. This is the proposed syllabus. As I told, the whole section is divided into 5 modules. So this is the syllabus, and in the further classes we will go one by one, just clearing all the concepts and basic terminology, means its definition of different terms, which will help us to define the different disasters, its events, its occurrence cause, and post disasters effect also. So one by one we will go through the different sections of the disasters event, and finally, after completion of course, uh, we will able to propose the disaster risk reduction map, or disasters risk reduction terminology, or some kinds of conclusions, so that at very minute level we can give some input to our society, our vicinity, so that our society will be a disasters resilient society. Okay, thank you for nice hearing.